Hi everyone, so in this last video, we're just going to essentially make this button change this label here, this status, and that's it. So it's going to be quick. Yeah, in this tutorial we didn't really have much to do with any buttons, but I figured I should show how to connect to a button, and then on clicking the button, you can do all this stuff that we've done within that method that is called when you click the button. So if you want to call something for the database, fill a table, whatever, you can just click the button and then call the method and just have everything in that method. But I just wanted to show how exactly you connect a button to actually do something. So let's get right to it. So first we're looking at our main page right now here, again, our main file. And basically we just need to do something similar to like when we connected to the drop-down list. It's just a little bit of a different syntax. So again, we need to know what did we call this button. So button order, I'll just copy that from the Qt designer. And then we will paste it here essentially. So self dot button dot, now I can never remember the order of this, so we'll just try both. It's either dot, yeah, I think it's dot clicked. So when it's clicked, dot connect it to a method. So we'll call it order. We'll just call it order. So essentially, that's all we really have to do. So it's in our init method. So this is sort of like an event. It's listening for when the button order is clicked, and when it is clicked, we're going to connect it to this method called order. So what we can do then is we can scroll down here, and we'll just define a new method, and we will call it define a method called order. And all we'll do right now, just to confirm that it's working, is print button clicked. And if it, and then we can see if it actually connected and actually is working. Connect. Okay, so see, there's 3 ends there. You guys probably saw that, so I'm just going to delete one of those ends. Let's do this again. And when we hit order, button clicked. So there you go. So basically, once we've done this, you can do whatever you want in this method. If you want to fill a table, well, then all you got to do is take this code that we did in the last tutorial and put it in here. If you want to, you can just do whatever you want on the button click, essentially. Once you've connected it to a method, and then you can do whatever you want in that method. Some things that I've done in the past are starting new threads. If you want to start a new thread, this can be beneficial because I've noticed that if you try to do like a continuous something happening when you hit a button, then the whole GUI actually freezes up on you. So how I got around it, maybe there's a better way, but what I did was I just started a new thread. So you can start a new thread and essentially have that process running in the background while you can still do stuff on the GUI. And actually, maybe that'll be one of the next tutorials I make eventually. You guys can let me know if that's something you're interested in. But I think maybe I'll make a tutorial on threading and specifically how to thread with the GUI, because when you click a button and it makes a constant process that happens every 3 seconds, for example, you don't want your GUI to freeze. You want your user to still be able to access the GUI while that event is happening in the background. And I've used it to, kind of update a table constantly every 30 seconds or something with updates from the database or whatever. So yeah, if that's something you guys are interested in, please let me know, but I'll probably make that tutorial next, maybe actually. I don't know what I'll do next, but that's a tutorial probably coming down the road, at least, the multi-threading stuff. But anyway, for this video, we want to change this status. So what we'll do first, so button click, that's great. Well, that worked, but we don't want to print that anymore. What we want to do is we want to first hide this this method, this label. So first we can hide it. So I'm going to grab it, the name we gave it here, which was label order status. So we can go self dot, oops, that name, and then we'll just call the hide method. And then what we want to do is probably show another label. So what we can do, let me just, I don't know why I'm doing this in such a tiny screen. Let's open it up a bit. Let's pull in another label, if I can find it. Yep, okay. label. So we can just put it right over top of it here, and then we can put in this text, your pizza is ordered. And we will just drag that out so you can see it a bit. And we'll call this not label 2, but label ordered. Great. And then all we have to do is we can just save this, and then we'll grab our label name. And what we'll do then is we'll call self.that, and then we'll show it. But right now, they're going to be overlapping each other. So let's run this. You're going to see how they're all overlapping each other like this. So that's not good. So what we want to do is initialize this one to hide initially. So that, let's see here. Yeah, this is our initialize method. So we can just initialize right underneath when we're initializing the column tables. And so we'll just hide it initially. And actually, now that I think about it, maybe you could just actually change the text within the label rather than hiding it and showing another one. But, it's good. I think maybe for demonstration purposes, just in case you didn't watch, the first videos, then that's okay. We, just to show how to make the label again might be beneficial. Anyway, so we're going to hide it initially. And then when we click our button here, when we click our order button, we're going to call this method, which we've defined down here. And we're going to hide the order status one and then show the order method, which was initially hidden. We're going to show it. So let's open this up. And so it says order status. Let's say we select a pizza like pepperoni, and then we want to order. Great, your pizza is ordered. Now, what we could do here is, we could insert into the database something. We could make another table. And then here we can, again, make another controller, connect to the database, insert the order, whatever. Or you could maybe make it send an email to yourself. You can do that. There's many possibilities that you can go from this point. And maybe we can build on this tutorial later. But I think for now, this playlist has got lots of stuff in it. So I think we'll just leave it at this, and I think we've basically completed it. So we've got our pepperoni, and our order button works, and we can change the barbecue chicken, and so on and so forth. So thanks so much for watching all the way to the end, and I hope this was helpful. Please give me feedback, and if I'm making errors, correct me. I consider myself a student all the time. I'm always learning, and I definitely don't claim to know everything. So if you know better ways of doing it, please share. And thanks so much for all the support with the subscriptions and likes, and I'll see you in the next videos.